Well, good morning, everyone. How are you doing this morning? It's a beautiful day here in Hawaii. I have been posting some videos. I'm starting to do videos in this direction because this is portrait, not landscape, not landscape. Because I may actually get a TikTok platform to witness to people. Some of my pastor friends are getting 1 million views in a month, and if we can share the gospel on these demonic platforms, they really are cynical and destroying people's lives and getting them into foolishness and getting them into things that are destructive to their character and to their families. But if I can have a voice there, if we can have a voice on these platforms that can be heard, perhaps people will turn it off. There are many movie stars. I know of several. I won't mention their names here, but I know of several who have denounced their work and who have actually said publicly in a Christian setting in church that what they're doing and what they're in their shows is wrong, and encourage people not to watch them. And some of these people were under contract, and there's all kinds of problems occurring from their producers now. But even if we are in the media, I don't want people to watch the media and be following people. Why don't you share stuff on the media? Why don't you be a voice that makes a difference in people's lives? And that's what I'm trying to do. So this morning I wanted to share something with you, and I'm talking a little bit about, look at these beautiful fish. There's lots of fish in here. This is the Hilton Lagoon, and the sun is coming up over here, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Waikiki is in the distance, and there's a roar in this city. There's a noise, a hum. You've got picketers over here that are talking with microphones. You've got a weed eater over here. And I'm walking around trying to find a place. There's people jogging and running. I'm trying to find a place where I can actually talk with you without these disturbing noises. So I apologize for them. But back to my topic. I want to talk about some things here and make some things known. There are some beautiful people on this island. I've met some of the most incredible, wonderful people I've ever met. And I believe with all my heart, I always end up with meeting these like super people. And I believe it's God, because God knows who we need in our life and who is going to encourage us towards heaven. And if you're seeking a life outside of this world, like in the heavenly place in the future, you're going to need people who are going to develop your character and encourage you. Some people say, well, I'm going to go out in the woods. I'm going to go into the jungle, and I'm going to, just hibernate and be with God and get close to God and then prepare for heaven. And I'm not against that. I'm not saying that's not a good idea for you and for everybody to at sometimes do that. But I'll tell you, what develops the character is interacting with people. It gives you it forces you into a position or a situation where you need to develop patience, understanding, forgiveness, empathy, all kinds of things that are in the heart. I once read something when I was in the Philippines, that there's something that can't be bought, can't be sold, it can't be seen, can't be touched, but it can be felt in the heart. It doesn't have a price. You can't put a price on it, because that feeling, that emotion, whether it's hurt, think about it. If a child or a loved one dies, you end up with this hurt, you feel it. You would give everything you have and pay as much money as you had, your house, your bank account. There's no price to take away that pain. You would give everything just to take away that pain. And so it's important to understand that this particular thing, this heartfelt pain that God allows us to experience, that comes into our lives, it comes into our being right here. It's a real thing. Just like the wind, you can feel it, you can't see it, but it's real, and you can see what it does, like the Holy Spirit. And there are people that come into our lives that are so special. And there's a lady by the name of Kathy and another guy by the name of Alex that have never, ever done anything that was that I experienced that was inappropriate, that was wrong. I have only known the most incredible deeds and acts of kindness that touched me and were profound in affecting me in a positive way. And I say that because I started receiving a number of phone call and text messages. And I got a lot of text messages that week, negative. And here I'm going to go back this way because sorry, my glasses. I'm trying to juggle everything here. The weed eater's going. Have you ever had a friend or had someone that was so profoundly great in your life, and then someone starts talking bad about them? Wow, it happens sometimes, and you think, wait a minute, those are the people that are doing this and that, and you start thinking, of who they are and their mannerisms and their words and their actions. I think they're the closest thing to Jesus that I know in a human. They inspire me. And then you get a message that they're really bad and they're evil and they've done this and they've done that. Then random texts come in. I don't know which ones are from who. I don't know who they're from. I don't know what they're about or who they're talking about, because sometimes they don't put the names down and it's so hard to decipher. But I can tell you, definitely, I was told that these people are bad, and I'm just putting on record, these people are not bad. Kathy, I'm not going to say her last name just to protect her, but she is a wonderful lady, and I love that lady and respect her and everything about her. Also, Alex. And there's like 3 or 4 Alexes that I know on this island. So, I just want to put on record, because this video will go to several people who have spoken negatively, not only about them, but about others, and probably about me. And this is an effort where Satan is trying to not only distract, but disrupt anything that's going to lead people to know him. So I want to reach out to you. If you are a person who goes around and carries bitterness in your heart, do you know what that is? Unforgiveness. It's like mixing up poison into a glass to give to someone to hurt them or to kill them, and then drinking it yourself. That's not intelligent, but that may come across as judgmental, but it's certainly the truth. You cannot hold any sort of bitterness in your heart and benefit from it. It will only cause you pain and suffering in your life. And so I want to reach out to those of you who have this sort of bitterness, and maybe it'll be better out of the sun here. How's that? Look at this, it's just beautiful. I'm going to reach out to you there who are watching this. If you have bitterness because your church or your church leaders or your family have, quote unquote, destroyed your life or hurt you or cheated you, I don't know how to say this tactfully except to say it. Psychologists know, and I have experienced, that people who talk and say things about people, specific things, that they're supposedly this way and that way, it's because the person saying it is that way. And they need encouragement. They're hurting. They need help. So I would encourage all of you, if you're going through a situation like this, look at how beautiful this is. If you are suffering from hurt, I'm willing to listen to you. I was damaged as a child growing up in a religious organization, but I'm not bitter towards God because I'm not religious. I want to have a relationship with my Creator that's at the heart level. I want to have a relationship with the children of my Creator, and that means you. So if you're bitter towards them, if you're bitter towards me, I've received some pretty harsh texts and life threats, and even in person. And some of these people I kind of know, some I don't know. And I don't make an issue out of it. I don't report things to the police, but I just want you to know that I love you. I'm here for you, and I'm not trying to wear these Michael Jackson sunglasses to look cool. They're $1. It's just that my eyes are burnt and they hurt and they're sensitive, and I haven't had much sleep, and I couldn't find my other sunglasses. So I love you all. Thank you very much. And I've got a lot of work to do here on this island. We're going to be witnessing to a lot of people, praying with people, and doing some outings all over the island, and working with some very great people on this island. So I hope that this is a blessing to you. I hope that whoever watches this can benefit from it, and make sure that you focus on Jesus. When we take our eyes off of Jesus, like Peter did there walking on the water, then he fell in. And when we take our eyes off Jesus, start looking at people, we fall in, and we need to be rescued, and we're drowning. And we're all guilty of this. We're all subject to taking our eyes off of Jesus. So if I've done that, please forgive me, and continue to focus on Jesus. God bless. Bye-bye.